3, 2, 1, action.
My name's Luke Smith, this is Sam Goody, and we're going to do a music video for The Jester by Ed Shikari, and our production name is Devil's Triad.
Use the up and down cursor keys.
The song details of the song we're doing and The Jester from their second album, Common Dreads, which was quite a successful album. And the album kind of expresses the band's frustration with the government and basically being oppressed, kind of. And it was very upbeat and upbeat. And it utilises techno, which is quite different from their first album.
The genre we've decided to, well, the genre of the song is called electroniccore, and it kind of mixes in with post-hardcore as well. It's quite a fast-paced song, so we need quick edits, and we're going to have quick sections on it so we can fit it all in nicely. We're going to have a couple shots as well, where we get the shots going really fast in time with the beat, so it looks really nice. It's going to be mainly conceptual because it's random ideas, but it's going to be a little bit of narrative as well because it does tell kind of a bit of a story.
Yeah, it kind of subverts from the normal genre convention of vipping heavy performance. We just wanted to move away from that because it'd be quite hard for us to do a performance one and make it look actually professional and good. It's just some of the lyrics in light blue that are in the actual song. And the first one, as you can read, kind of just represents a narrative of what we're going to do, really. Like, basically, friends of a Joker, and eventually they murder him. And like, we'll expand on that in a minute. And go, this is a crock of shit. Which basically shows the emotion, it kind of like utilises the anger behind the singer's opinions, and it kind of just shows against the government.
And 2/3 of the way through the song, there's a really tense bit during the song which we're going to have a really massive build-up to the Jester gets shot. So he goes nicely, does it now, steady, hold again, target locked, and all of a sudden that's when the Jester will get shot, and we're going to try and make it really effective because there's a massive build-up for it. There's a massive range of costumes we're going to use. There's a dream sequence. The main costume obviously will be the Jester and the 4 army commanding officer costumes. We're going to have a couple of people in fairy costumes, crocodile costumes, a range of masks that we're going to use from the drama department. It's going to be Smurf costumes, and any other costumes that you think we should use, just write down on the questionnaire and we'll be happy to have a look at them.
Yeah, we decided to use army costumes because it kind of builds up on what the band's album is about, going against the government. And since the army is kind of a product of the government, we thought it'd be suiting for the army to be the main force in the actual video. Yeah. Some idea of our brainstorm where we've kind of like built off ideas of characters, have the conceptual camera shots, the narrative, which you see on the Jester, the setting and the props, which will be shown later.
This is our timeline. We did a line and we figured out how long the song was going to be. We listened to the song about 6 times, and as we were going through the song, we was thinking of things that we could add to the timeline. Because we're going in and out of a dream, around about 2.5 minutes, the music's going to stop, and that's when he's going to realise he was in a dream. But then after the music stops for a bit, he realised that actually the dream he was just in, he was in a dream. So it's kind of like an Inception kind of thing, and we kind of get the kind of effect at the end of it, like people are just going to think, that is so confusing, I love it. That's the kind of effect we're going to get.
Yeah, during the beginning of it, it's quite mellow, quite jazzy at the beginning. We thought we were going to set it in a bar. Eventually, it sort of drops and goes into more techno, electroniccore, and that's when all the quick camera shots start coming in. Yes.
Our target audience splits into quite a few groups because there's quite a few people we're trying to target. Firstly, the bands, like the fans, they're going to enjoy it because they like the song. Secondly, the people who listen to it and enjoy the genre of electroniccore, they'll see that we've put the video to good use and use that genre quite well, so they might enjoy it. And thirdly, if people who like psychological horrors and stuff like that, because that's the kind of genre of film we'll kind of go for, to like right along with our song, I reckon they'd quite like our video because that's what we're aiming for.
Just an idea of the word map and just some of the keywords, really like chaos, reality, got vertigo there. Yep. And we decided to put in Andrew Goodwin's 6-point theory and just explain kind of how our video meets on certain points of it. And for example, the lyrics will relate to the visuals of the video and stuff, like where he talks about the Joker in our pack, and kind of you see like the Jester in a group of friends. And they're trying to make a link between the music and the visuals, so like the camera edits and stuff will fix with the beat of the song. But loads of close-ups of the artist performing the song, the actual like lyrics, and we'll mix some of the genre characteristics, for example, quick cuts and such.
There's a few key sections that we need to spend a lot more time filming and like preparing than others. For example, when the gesture actually gets executed, we want to make it look perfect. We need that whole build-up scene to make it just look magnificent in a way, so it probably has an effect on the audience. The beginning also is a crucial point because that's what draws the audience in. We need everything to be perfect. We need the guy to know all the words. We need them to know all the lyrics. We need the people sitting down in the bar. We need them to be acting all natural, so it doesn't look fake or anything. The ending also is like spoken word. After the music stops, it says compliments to the chef, and that's where they're going to be eating the jester on their plates. And that's when the chef nods, and that's when they're all going to kind of, it fades out. That's when the video kind of ends.
We've got several locations that we're going to film in, mainly because Mayhem Paintball, we've already phoned them up and they said, yeah, we can use their location. And that's not kind of the main techno chorus for all the chasing scenes and such. We use House and Bedroom for basically waking up. We've got Max Social Bar in Wolf Valley, which is going to be the bar scene, hopefully. And we've got Rose of Loughton, Devlin, Buckersfield for more kind of chase scenes, basic integration from dream into reality.